Так, ну что ж. Так. Сначала проверить эту хуйню. Запись не идет. Так, блин. Проще, конечно. Блять, где это? Хуйня. Ну-ка. Так, всем привет. Кто будет смотреть стрим, конечно. Так. Ну, вышла обнова вчера вроде. Так что будем проходить сюжетку. Так. Блять. Так, в принципе, звук вроде нормальный, так что давайте вот так вот. Так, будем записывать. Ну что ж, всем привет. Вышла вчера, или когда там, вчера же вроде, да? Среда же у нас. Да, вчера среда обнова. Вышла, праздничные, конечно, эти у нас. И вышла основная сюжетка. Так что буду проходить ее, в принципе. Не знаю, ивент это или нет. Потом проверим после сюжетки. Так что приступаем. Вот это вот. Ну, сначала я, наверное, покручу эту женщину. Потому что я ее, в принципе, хотел. Но проблема, зная себя, я... Скорее всего, вряд ли, блять, ею буду прям пользоваться эффективно. Ну как, потому что у меня отряд как бы из говна и палок. Вы сами видите. Я, можно сказать, не по силам, типа, ни на одного ДД. Типа, кто мне нравится, того и ставлю. Так что... Скорее всего, она у меня будет хреново, проще говоря, дамажить. Так что, да. Нет, я буду потом по приколу поставлю там Пэлу там или кто там, с небытьем там она увеличивает урон и так далее. Так что как бы да. Так что давайте приступим ее. Хотя давайте вот сейчас. Давайте ее. Я ее проверял, конечно, нормально, прикольно выглядит. Ну вот покажу, типа вот. Прикол. Ну типа тут это кому нафиг не интересно. Выглядит прикольно. Поэтому я ее хочу выбить. Лор и сама внешность мне понравилась, так что я вот и хочу ее выбить. Так что да. Муешка просто охуительно. Просто можно нахуй всех послать, блять. Прикольно просто. И прикол в том, что здесь два небытия. И поэтому она здесь и дамажит нормально. Ну, плюс еще сигнатурка у нее есть. Просто тут еще три типа небытия. Ой, два небытия. Из-за этого она и дамажит до хрена. Так что как бы, ну вот он. А у меня, скорее всего, так дамажить не будет. Но как я сказал, я скорее всего попробую Пелу поставить. Или типа того. С ней поиграть попробовать. Может, прикольно будет. Ну, сам персонаж мне, как я сказал, нравится по внешности. Поэтому я не хочу ее выбить. Это просто охуенная ульта. Просто Просто охуенно.
Free will or what the fuck?
We're just having fun.
Enemy target. Enemy data secure. Network accessible. Time for a good old counterattack. Ready for another?
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Перс просто охуенен, поэтому я и хочу убить. Как я сказал, по внешнему виду она мне нравится и по самому лору, в принципе. Ну, скорее всего, она будет у меня неэффективно пиздить, как даже на этом, блядь. Так что, да, печально, ну ладно. Так что, давайте ее выбивать. Не знаю, где ее выбить, но я здесь ее решил выбить, так что, думаю, в принципе, пойдет. Я, в принципе, могу встать, где, типа, была последняя пизелка, не помню, где это вообще было. Типа, я вообще не помню. Блять, а где это было? Вот тут, да, вот тут, скорее всего, было. Так что, по сути, либо можно здесь. Здесь мы ее тоже вроде встретили, самую первую, если не ошибаюсь. Либо в конце прям, где мы тут и остановились. Так что, да. Я не знаю, где ее. Давайте тут выбьем, либо нет. Здесь ее попробую выбить. Как это в лучших законах, блядь. Выбиваем, где где это, типа, место, ну, так далее, такой видно. Давайте вот сюда, что ли, вот так ставим. Давайте убивать. Круток я не помню, сколько у меня. Блять. Ну. Да, все стерлось, да? 6 месяцев прошло, походу. Ну я по сути. У меня гарант 50 на 50, то есть его нету. Так что я по сути должен ее выбить, если даже проебу. Потому что у меня 200 с чем-то круток. Я бы мог попробовать сигнатурку выбить, но что-то мне кажется, я не повезет, хоть здесь шанс ну, шанс крутки больше. Ну что ж, давайте приступим. Покрутим ее. Ну давайте я скипать буду, а то тут кому это интересно будет. Мне бы по сути пела бы еще пригодилась, или новый персонаж для коллекции. Тут да, он тут есть. А вот и пела, неплохо. О, Лего. Мне кажется, не повезет, но я надеюсь хотя бы нового персонажа именно из обычных. Потому что у меня гарант 50 на 50. Ну... Ага. То есть... Окей. И Даньхэнь. Блять. То есть я ее... Блять, пиздец, выбил. Блять, Херон, ты чё? У меня еще 200 круток в запасе. Блин. Блин, и что делать? Давайте сигнатурку покрутим. Я ее здесь первый раз буду крутить, потому что в Honkai я ни разу не крутил сигнатурку. Так что давайте ее покрутим. Крутим ее. Это хуйня. Так, ну что ж, будем тратить теперь это. Вот это вот полезно, но я сигнатурку попробую выбить. Снова? Нихуя себе. Она тут часто. Окей. Блять, вы чё? Да нахуй сигнатурку, давай это, да, вкрутить, блять. Ой, это хуйня. Так, и тут, по-моему, то ли гарант увеличится, то ли что, я не помню, сколько я там отключил. Так, и... Ну-ка. Да, вот и оно. Прикол в том, что если мне не повезет, блять. Потому что, зная свою датчик, здесь 75 на 25, ну... Зная свою датчик, я скажу, что я не уверен. Давайте проверим. Дай сигнал, пожалуйста. Да, ну... Блять. Пиздец. Удачливое место. Да. Так, Белла. C4.
Stay focused. Push forward.
Ну да ни хрена я не
We
пользуюсь.
mustn't
Ну,
cling to the past.
пусть будет.
We mustn't cling to the past.
А вот и херово. Нате сигнатурку. Персонажа. Да, тебе еще и, блять, прокачивать нахуй. Крутить я ей, блять, давайте снова, блять. Далон я ей крутить не буду, но вот эту вот хуйню, типа, мне, блять, я не хочу. Я этим не занимаюсь, можно сказать. Так что я оставлю вот эти вот крутки на... Вот эти вот крутки оставлю на хохо. Потому что я ее хотел выбить, но я ее не выбил. Потому что я в то время, ну не забросил, а забыл про вообще. Про это. Так, ну что ж, Херон есть, так что... В принципе, ее буду потом прокачивать за кадром. Так что, да. А сначала будет у нас сюжеточка. Давайте сюжетку наконец-то будем проходить. Так. Привет, авантюрин.
Ah, friend. My expression wasn't much better than yours when I first saw this. Your eyes aren't deceiving you. It's her. The famous singer, Robin. Well, first of all, can I just say that this had nothing to do with me? I'm just an unlucky bystander here. The family can testify for me. If you don't believe me, just ask anyone in the Bloodhound family. They hate me and they hate the IPC. This is not where the crime happened. What I showed you was a memory. The most basic light cone manifesting tech. Did you really think the Galaxy Rangers were outsiders this whole time? Penacony has made a solemn commitment to protect the safety of anyone inside a family dream. Any person in distress will be forcibly awakened and safely returned to reality. What gives them the confidence to make such conclusive statements? Because behind this promise is the harmony. The family's Dreamweavers link up their minds together to construct an unbreakable defensive line. Breaking through this line of defense to create death in the dreamscape. Not even a memo keeper could do that without the family's permission. Who could have done it, friend? The only one is her, The girl who calls herself a Galaxy Ranger. An imposter. An unsought guest. An eminent... Ifrit's death was a foregone conclusion. And Robin? Her misfortune was staring right at her. Who will be the next to die? It's fine. Listen to your gut. Building trust always takes time, and I'm willing to wait. I just hope you realize that wherever that legacy is concerned, covert plans are already underway throughout Penacony. Careful you don't get stuck on the wrong side. If I were you, I'd keep my distance from Acheron. After all, any schemes out in the open are always going to be better than a monster in the shadows, right?
Who's to say there isn't an even deeper conspiracy lurking beneath the surface?
Memo Keeper, I think our little deal is finished.
Aventurine is telling the truth. This memory is a real one.
The IPC is not the Garden, and there are real limits to what they can Friend, let's not beat around the bush here. The thing is, I want to reach out personally. I told you, I'm just not interested in scrambling for the legacy. I just came to Penacony for work. This has all become a bad debt thanks to the cancer of all worlds. The IPC, you have no idea how difficult these people are to deal with. Put it this way. They've hushed up. It'll just quietly float off like a... That's not fair, right? So then, friend. I have but only one goal. The family's front door is like a high wall. And to tear the whole thing down, I'll have to... Now we have our chance. So long as we can get to the truth behind her death, we can have justice for Robin. Truly a once-in-a-blue-moon opportunity. This tragic news would be extremely bad for the family. So they'll be doing everything they can, but I trust that there are still a few factions that remain exceptions. And that's why I need you. You get to find out really what happened and seek justice. And I get to put it toward completing my... Don't worry, just head back and talk things over with your companions. That navigator is really smart. She must understand the value of this deal. Look. Oh, and take this. A thorough investigation can always use a little more funding. So long, friend. I really am looking forward to it.
Aventurine just sauntered off. He really doesn't mean to force it, but...
What now? What are your plans?
Black Swan.
On the surface, this doesn't look like a bad deal for you. But Aventurine is a shrewd merchant. He doesn't know about Miss Firefly yet. But, judging by your reaction, he may have noticed something. That's quick thinking and very sound logic. Aventurine... But you're talking about real evil. Anyway, be careful out there. There's more than one way to blaze a trail. As for the other questions... Sorry, I can't answer that question. That ranger is but without a doubt, she is the most... I'm not sure the two cases were committed by the same cult. Plus, it seems unlikely that there would... Two victims appearing one after the other. Two possibilities. The collapse of Penacony's dreamscape, if someone has chosen... It's all happened so quickly, I can only make conjecture. Come, this way. It's a short walk. Don't get lost. This way. This is where we part ways. Unfortunately, the remembrance doesn't lie. What we just saw is the reality. But follow your heart and don't be afraid. We all walk through this. Hold on just a sec. There you go. A small parting gift. If one day you unfortunately fall into the deep waters of the... I also pay great attention to the ways of the world. Just think of this as an Then, I've something private to take care of regarding that guy. What fascinating memories will you bring for me next time we meet?
A family rep. Is Himiko okay? So much has happened.
That blade now, Ranger.
Do you still dream, Hunter? Of those slain by your hand?
It appears the outcome has already been determined.
You're still alive, as are you. You still have room to make a choice. Leave the music box behind.
Choice.
The Taurus Fire Demon. Even if you sacrifice your life for that...
Ranger, you'll tread the narrow path of the hunt. You could never. We come from the fire, and are born bathed in fire. We spread, burn. Burning forms the entire life of a fire.
Your companions don't seem to think so. They fight for your chance at survival.
They are my children, and just as I was, they are flames that have yet to burn wide, but my flames are faint, and time is running out. Can you see the planet of festivities in the distance?
Why?
Because on the path they have forged, you have traveled farther than I. Emanator. You cannot hide your true identity. Draw that sword. Destruction is intense.
Even if the answer turns out to be your own...
What is important is not the answer, but that it exists. Just as you exist. Just as even sweet dreams may be born of the void. The so-called...
All right. I accept.
You shall witness the most brilliant and intense fire in...
A bottomless stream. Yes. This blade remains in its scabbard not out of pity or scorn, It's a personal secret that I don't want to disclose. Perhaps I'll reveal the truth to you. The hunt is not the path I truly follow. May death be the end of your boundless dream, guiding you back to the waking world. I still see them in my dreams. Hold it. Your time hasn't come yet.
My time.
I've seen many clever disguises that can conceal appearances, but they can never cover up who a person really is. You had no desire to kill the Trailblazer. You only did what you did to drive me and the Memo Keeper away, but... Did Destiny's slave make you do it?
You know, Elio.
I thought this is just the kind of thing that'd get written into your script.
My script has always been brief. Other than that, anything beyond he knows my nature. There is but a single destiny. However, you appear to be ignorant of this.
Not your enemy, perhaps.
That's not.
I don't deserve your curiosity. Loners wandering the cosmos always have their secrets. Take me. I'm wanted by the IPC, so it's little wonder that maybe I can help.
What reason?
I tend to forget things. Which is why, rather than memories, I'm accustomed to using my emotions. I know who is inside that cold armor. How about it? Ready to take off that?
It's not yet time. I don't need help. But I can give you a suggestion. If your goal is the Watchmaker's legacy, then go look into the family. Not only...
Already on it.
And the Astral Express is no enemy of yours.
I know that. I just never... What's next, then? The Trailblazer's been taken by Black Swan.
No need for that. No harm in mentioning that Elio's only given me one instruction. Get all of the Astral... I tried settling this in an easier and more direct way. But as you can see...
The so-called impossible is merely something that is... That's it. Before we split, is there anything else in your script about me? I'd like to know what kind of footnote I get to leave in that future foreseen by destiny.
Unfortunately, not a thing came up.
I knew it.
Hang on.
Don't. What?
Your first question was... Do you still have dreams? I don't. Never have. I was born without the ability to dream. I live for this, so... I really envy you.
Is that so? Then you're already living in the waking world.
We heard about Miss Firefly from Black Swan.
I'm sorry.
Reality cruises on in serenity. Why, stay strong, everyone. We can still do what we can for them.
Let's recap everything then. The Trailblazer just reminded me of something.
Indeed, we trust that the Nameless has nothing to do with this. And we...
Looking back, he seemed a little evasive at the time. And he...
The family's planning on covering up all news about Miss Robin's death.
But the murder that followed closely after was obviously beyond their anticipation. The family had to try.
It may also be that Miss Firefly's murder had so many witnesses that it couldn't be covered up. After all, the nature of the two murders is fundamentally different.
All the while accusing that Galaxy Ranger.
Are we missing the forest for the trees here? I always felt that Aventurine's reasons for accusing Miss Acker—
At this point, I'm afraid the only ones we can trust—
Look, let's try to gather intel first and then list all the possible outcomes we can. I've still got this sense of foreboding. It's...
this time we're playing the role of a real detective.
As I see things, the family harbors no ill will towards the— Plus, this is the family's turf. As for that Aventurine, well—
He's complex. He deliberately slow-played his hand during negotiations while running circles. He appealed convincingly to both reason and emotion. It wasn't full. Still, it's good to have contacts among all this uncertainty. We also need to keep a certain distance from the family. Never let them get too close. Teaming up with the IPC helps.
So you suggest accepting Aventurine?
Yes. It's risky, but we can only wait until both sides have played their—
I get why, but there's a whole lot of bad guys and girls around here, and I'm worried about getting— You're like a broken record. Forget about it. Just let me keep an eye on him. If that—
Then, could you please reply to Aventurine? Everyone.
Ошибись, сделаю Кошкин завод. Блять.
Looks like Aventurine is happy with this outcome. Let's tell everyone about it.
Aventurine's goal is to try and recapture Panic. The existence of death will be covered up by the family.
Ну, я ответы буду скипать.
I'm just speculating. In any case, he's clearly a born gambler.
Aventurine said something that he accused that Galaxy Ranger of killing Robin without, and it was a groundless accusation, which... Maybe Aventurine's goal was never to gain our trust. Maybe he wanted to... However, I asked Don Hung back on the Express to confirm that story about the Annihilation. You've met her many times now. What's your... That fits the stereotype of a Galaxy Ranger to a T. Eccentric, unpredictable, and fond of being alone.
I hope it's not too soon to bring it up, but I feel like Miss Robin isn't actually dead because aren't we supposed to be inside it? Whenever I see the grand... Yeah, of course. At times like this, we're so lucky to have everyone's still having a great time out there on the streets. Aw, what a mess. But then I...
Looks like Aventurine doesn't need anything else. Let's turn our attention to the family's assignment for now.
Among our current clues, the 2 murders that he witnessed, one thing I'm curious about is, if a person dies in a dream, what happens to them in real life?
How about we split off into 2 groups? There are still some things worth
focusing on?
Huh? Aw, I thought I'd finally get to see Himeko and Mr. Yang go out on a mission together.
I will. Honored guest, could you come out for a second?
О. О. Здорово. Здорово.
I'd be embarrassed too, getting stared at like that.
Forgive me. My name is Welt Yang. I'm one of the crew members on the Astral Express. I believe you've met...
Well,
Is there something about my name?
first, don't you want to know my name?
I already do, Miss Acheron. You're a prominent figure in Penacony.
What are they saying about me?
Some claim that you're the real culprit behind these murders, that the Annihilation Gang's tragic fate at the banquet was a result of your blade. And
The Annihilation Gang.
Ifrit of Everflame Mansion.
Tragic fate. That Duke turned his dying body to flames and sacrificed his life as a martyr. He was a determined and heroic pathstrider. Not even a villain should be disparaged like this. And what's more, there were plenty of suspects invited. Do they really think that a blade is more dangerous than that black hole you're wielding?
Keen intuition. Not even the family managed to point out the truth behind this, so you must surely know, Miss Acheron, that peering into a black hole is not a wise move. As a potential threat, reveal your true identity and intentions. Otherwise, brace yourself for gravitational disintegration.
That shouldn't be necessary. But if it makes the Nameless feel less defensive, I'll... Believe it or not, Galaxy Ranger, Acheron. Those are the names I go by to this very day. My trip to Penn... I'm here for the Watchmaker's legacy. And that's it.
Still unwilling to reveal your true identity?
It's not that I don't want to. It's just that I can't. I've come so far, and I can't sum up all of that in just... Everyone has their own unspeakable past. Secrets that they don't want to be revealed. And I won't be asking any more questions, such as why the... Is he okay? That memo keeper didn't do anything, right?
He's fine. Let's stick with the topic. Gaining my trust all depends on how much you're willing to reveal.
I've run around many different Penacony dreamscapes just to try and find that legacy. And during this period, I came into contact with quite a few guests. In the process, I gradually came to realize the secret of Penacony may be closely related to the trail. That's why I've come to ask for your help. I don't have enough proof yet, but I'd like to speculate something. The source of all tragedy lies within the family. If you could trust me, we could find the proof to support this claim together. Mr. Yang, I think you've come to the same conclusion.
Let's leave it at that. For now, I'll choose to share your findings with me and me alone. I don't want vague conjecture to interfere with other people's judgments before we find...
By the way, would you like something to drink? Before we go, how about 2 cups of Wake the Heck Up? Because the conversation coming up will last for
Нашли друг друга, блять. Блять, друг друга нашли нахуй.
I've been watching her closely for a while now. In the first invitation, she just sat in one corner, keeping silent, chugging down a couple cups of Wake the Heck Up.
Really? But I don't taste.
The guest rooms are charmingly minimalist. An aesthetic you share, Miss Acheron. It's a cinch. This music box. The invitation received by the Annihilation Gang. You see, memories of you are not yours alone. They travel in other people, other things. I know much. The Annihilation Gang, that band of desperados who all disappeared after meeting you. What exactly happened to them? Well...
Gradation 12. Dreamscape 12.
Well done, Dubra. Wherever they go.
There it is. It's hazy, but it's Ifrit's voice. The other one is This is the residual memory from when the invitation was first delivered. They were abruptly interrupted.
They sought refuge in the land of sleep. Children of the flame, this marks your...
She won't be necessary. I alone...
When have
The Everflame Mansion has set out on a journey. Those poor people, they have no idea what lies in wait ahead. Memory recovery is going well, but slowly. She'll be here soon, and time is short. There's nobody else here, so there's no need. What happened? The memory after that is blank. How is that possible? This music box fell into Acheron's hands, and she brought it to Penacony. That's a fact. It's like it's been erased.
Who are you? Who are you?
It's... No. Is this...
Oh, a memo keeper. Do you serve the Garden of Recollection? My name is Constance. A pleasure to meet you. We were supposed to meet in Penacony and spend an unforgettable time. But that seems unrealistic. Dolly is not welcome on the banquet store, and I don't need a coming-of-age ceremony. And you want her secret? I can give it to you, and then you can enjoy the banquet for me. I wish you unforgettable.
Oh. A phone.
A few days ago, the IPC made under the watchful guidance of the Marketing Development Department, and in accordance with the formation of the Sigonian sovereignty is of great historical significance.
Sigonia 4 is located in an unclaimed zone at the intersection of the Denise Pruth. This is why very few intelligent species have made this planet their home, dividing themselves into several...
Sigonia. Sigonia. Land of rock, but not water. You promised us a land of honey. When you took his father, my child, I don't ask for a peaceful death. Otherwise...
Mommy! 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 The rain!
Rain.
It is raining! It's true! The Worlders weren't lying to us.
such a lucky child. May the goddess Gaia keep your blood. Let your journey and your schemes. Welcome to this sad world.
Time to...
Oh, heavens. I must have drunk too much soul glow.
Just as you guessed. Nobody outside knows about Robin's death. There are...
Of course. Who could imagine that death would actually descend upon the ideal? To be honest with you, I didn't believe it. I even tested it a few times myself. That's why I'm convinced that there...
Then you must have heard about the Memory Zone meme. When I graciously deigned to establish... Besides Robin, there was... another...
2 murder cases? I told you this murderer is a psycho. But I have to admit, the case should be... It's just that their trickery runs deeper than I thought. What should we do? Let me think.
Incredible gambler. Have you...
There are plenty of chips, but it'd be best to choose carefully. Robin is what she calls the mute. She has lost her voice, and while most people can't pick up on it, if that girl hadn't gone hoarse from singing practice, there'd only be one possibility. But she died.
A complete and utter loss. Incidentally, there were eyewitnesses at the scene, and the family, in their graciousness...
Well, things aren't looking too optimistic, Doctor. Starting to break out in
a probability. Yes, but if you simply can't control yourself and want to try your hand, that man wants to see you again.
Who?
Sunday.
Is this a public hearing or a...
If it were the former, it would hardly befit...
Fine. Ratio, I'm convinced now that there must be something wrong inside the family. Well, without any further ado, let's set off.
We're here. The Dewlight Pavilion is the Oak family's fortress and a place...
Fortress? I like this metaphor.
This mansion nominally belongs to Sunday, and is very befitting of its owner.
Hey, Doc, whose side are you on anyway?
Who's to say I won't sell you out?
We'll see. When we meet the authoritarian master of the Oak family, I'll pry an answer.
Follow me and I'll bring you to his parlor. Hold your...
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
Это чё? Подожди, это испытание родной миссии. Окей. Чпок. Чпок. Хедрик. Хендрик. Это новая локация, что ли? Да, новая локация, окей.
Hey, you two!
That's a place of business.
I was requested by Mr. Sunday to bring him the suspect.
Oh, I remember you. Veritas Ratio. Your
Excuse me?
the one on your head. Of course, it's nothing compared to mine.
Right, and as I mentioned...
That's because you can't see it. Like I say, only family can see the glory of the mobile night.
It seems like the idiocy...
A dead end?
The door is shut tight.
I mean, there isn't a door.
For security reasons, the family built the administrative site on the previous occasion. An attendant named Kona had...
Maybe we should do the same. Let's go and take a look.
Так, а мне, наверное, лучше тогда... Так, наверное, лучше. Если пилиться будем, конечно, здесь. Окей.
Six nightingales facing in different directions.
But are these nightingales?
They are.
How can nightingales be so huge? They look more like...
There are no eagles in the 5 families, only nightingales.
Туда. Тоже тут.
Just as I thought.
A truly miraculous discovery. Perhaps I should offer you the chance to...
Really?
I was being sarcastic.
Oh, impressive.
Do you need me to remind you? We're in a dreamscape. No matter how grand the mansion...
Yeah, you're right. The only way to destroy the family is death.
Снова птичка эта ёбаная. Так, тут у нас заблокировано. Часики. Тут у нас проход есть.
Hold on.
Huh? What's wrong?
No, but this door...
My friend? Did you really?
It's a trial. You got to prove your worth to Sunday before you can... If I'm not wrong, we need to find a way to open this door in the hall or this place will be our...
Oh, an escape route.
Get serious. I've no time for games. Let's head back. The hint...
Wow.
Yeah, right.
That's an enormous sandpit. I'd love to build a tall building for myself. Once I have enough savings. Oh, look. There's a noticeable gap in the map.
There wasn't a gap before. That man must have done it in...
Well, with your brilliant mind, you shouldn't have any trouble recalling what was here last time. Right, Doctor?
Of course. Let's look around. When I see it, I will know it.
Fine. Fine. Why do I feel that we're pursuing a degree in burglary now?
Found it. This is it.
Эти, блядь, загадки заебали. И чё дальше? Пум. А куда дальше-то? Тут тупик.
Nameplate reads Gulliver's Arch. Well,
If I were you, I would shut my mouth. It's one.
Oh, this reminds me of one of those building toys. Oh, look. The gap is closed.
Ебу.
Oh, good heavens.
Indeed.
Oh, Doctor, you're huge. Oh, actually, I think we could make this work for us. Just find a way to slip me into Sunday's collar. Oh, fine. Let's find a way to open the door.
Я могу обратно? Да, могу. Ну это тоже окей. Пиздец, конечно. Какой он большой, конечно, пиздец. Куда? И что?
Hello! Welcome to the Golden Hour base mod. I am an oak soldier. I will be here to guide you through the tour of the base.
And tell me about the tour.
Hello! Welcome to the Golden Hour base model. I am an oak soldier. I will be here to guide you. Model. Happy to be please look behind me. Model.
What's up with that? Now the family's toys are trying to frame me? I didn't do a thing to it, Doc. Oh, capsule machine. There's no mechanism on the floor. So, I was right. These models have interiors that look exactly like the real buildings. The only difference is that no one lives in them. Funny that Sunday puts a miniature that makes him seem like a giant by comparison, right? Where he can see it first thing in the morning. Insecure much? Spend freely.
Conflict is endless.
Your end approaches. You impede me.
Oh, one of the fragments flew upstairs. I'll need to use the pinball machine to flick myself up there. But it's tough. Oh, great. Doc! I'll need your brain.
There's no need to yell. I can hear you. The pinball machine must be hidden somewhere. Finally, a moment of peace.
Show no mercy. Test. Mediocre.
So you are afraid of me. Who's next?
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless. I will dispatch you. The fight is set. Answers? Answer me. That paradise, savor it for me.
Don't mess with me.
Failed to stand you. Follow my charge. Here, in thunder. A blade knows no mercy.
Who's next? I'll free you from disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. What a headache. I'll enter misery.
Test. I will dispatch you.
That's it. Pleasant moments of solitude are always fleeting.
Я же поменял, блять. Ладно, пофиг. Да какой пофиг, блять, хп нету, ёпт. Быстро.
Oh, you're back. Just place it. Thanks, Doc. Horatio, you should come in here and take a look. The view here is breathtaking. Honestly, you could easily squash me with just a pinch.
If that is your wish, I will do so without...
All done. Piece of cake. And the joyous tour of Toy City has come to an end. Makes me feel sad. Penacony isn't all bad, right? I'll use this interesting experience as a talking point at the poker table.
It's a pity you made it out of the sandpit alive. Sunday is just beyond.
Yeah. Only I believe he's the one who should be
Tell me about your plan.
I don't have a plan. I'll just play it by ear. There are only...
Looks like sincerity isn't in your dictionary.
Am I not sincere enough? There's no need to emphasize it. We've got to make good use of death, and I'll help him find the murderer.
On what basis do you believe he's incapable?
Simple. Because that murderer could very well be... That was just an excuse, good doctor. There's something wrong with that woman. We need... Moreover, I need to know her identity. If I'm lucky. But honestly, the murder case is likely unrelated to her. I believe my standpoint. We'll see. If the chance of winning is just beyond this door...
Ah, the charming audacity.
3 chips are enough. All or nothing.
It seems my puzzles are too effortless for you, IPC ambassador.
I appreciate your words. And I see you put a lot of effort into welcoming me, Mr. Sunday.
Well, this isn't an invitation, but a summoning. Before we speak, I imagine this knowledgeable doctor friend of yours has been of great help.
Certainly. You ought to know this better than I do.
Yes, the doctor has assured me of your noble character. He considers you like him. I have come to know you very well as a person, Mr. Aventurine. You're diligent, generous, and willing to cooperate. But there's one thing I must ask you. That is, you've used your wisdom at the wrong place to meet the wrong person and put yourself in...
You don't look too well. Am I making you anxious? If not, then it means I'm on your side.
If I wasn't mistaken, you'd just made a serious accusation.
No, you weren't mistaken. For depravity, there's no need for us to be evasive. Let's talk about your sister. Your sister's talent is unrivaled in the world of show business. As you know, her voice has been... Who could be responsible for this? Many suspect the culprit is among the outsiders, but now your noble status has become a shackle, preventing you from apprehending the murderer and avenging your sister's death. But don't worry. I'm on your side.
I'm immensely honored by your concern for me, Mr. Aventurine. Since you're so selfless and generous, I believe...
Well, naturally, you wouldn't incur any loss from this. I just want to reclaim what is mine. My liberty and the personal item.
The box in which the cornerstone...
That's right.
Cornerstone. I've heard it's a treasured asset of the Strategic Investment Department. A sacred stone that seals the preservation for an object so precious. It probably comes...
Well, I'm sure you're aware of the high level of risk I'll be undertaking.
Mr. Aventurine, when you're out and about, do you always make adjustments to your appearance? Your tie should be on the center line. Your shirt must not protrude from your vest.
Of course.
But I don't, because it's not appropriate to do so in public. You should make sure I'm not the kind that takes risks. The cornerstone must be...
No room for negotiation.
Please, don't let me turn you down twice.
Sure. The gift money is good enough. I suppose you wouldn't mind that. After all, a merchant can't function.
You compromised quicker than I thought. Unfortunately, it's a gambler that needs a bargaining chip, not a merchant. I can give you... The fact that you can decisively forsake the box you asked for, what exactly is? Oh, triple-faced soul, please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron. so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and make...
What have you done?
Under the light of the harmony, all wickedness is revealed. I implore them to shed their light, and I'll ask you questions on their behalf. Next.
And if I refuse to answer?
You can try, and we'll see if the harmony rejects you. Question. Do you own a cornerstone?
Yes.
What a simple answer. You, too, understand that idle chatter leads on. Did you hand over the cornerstone to the family when you entered Penacony?
Yes.
Does the cornerstone you handed over to the family belong to you?
Yes.
Is your cornerstone in this room right now?
Yes.
Is your memory free from any kind of tampering or deletion, encompassing but not restricted?
Yes.
Are you an Avgin from Sigonia?
Yes. You even know about that?
Do the Avgins have any ability to read, tamper with, or manipulate one's own or another's mind?
No. Does it matter?
Do you love your family more than yourself?
Yes.
All the Avgins were killed in a massacre. Am I right?
No.
Are you your clan's sole survivor? Do you hate and wish to destroy this world?
I don't know.
Interesting. Now, the final question. Can you swear that at this very moment, the Aventurine stone is safe and sound in this box?
О, блядь. Смысл? Не понял. Что за прикол, блядь?
Of course.
Looks like we can get an answer. Open it, Mr. Aventurine. It's your last chance to... Please. Are these what you're looking for? Since you came as promised, learned doctor, does this mean that you are willing to take the side of the family in this farce?
What makes you think you can convince me?
I've heard you haven't enjoyed Mr. Aventurine's company. I also understand that you're an avid learner who sees the...
In that case, you ought to realize that a competent scholar knows their position and wouldn't forsake more...
If you agree to assist the family, I'll share our research findings on the Stellaron. You must be quite aware that...
Cut to the chase. What do you...
I need Mr. Aventurine's comprehensive plan.
Haven't you confiscated his cornerstone? You can't...
But I've also heard the 10 elites in the Strategic Investment Department have united.
You'll have to speak more clearly than that.
The cornerstone, which Mr. Aventurine's...
You question whether he would entrust you with some...
But you know that he's a crazed gambler. The more vocal he is about it, the more cautious I must be.
I never imagined someone would share his way of thinking. Honestly, you should see a shrink. Bring it. The box containing the cornerstone is unique, and only IPC seniors...
I appreciate.
Unfortunately, your guess is correct.
The golden stone. Its color and glow are similar to...
This is the very ruse he intends to use to fool you. He won't reveal to you that the 10 stone hearts and this golden statue is also known as Topaz, not Adventurine. And it belongs to Topaz. So, do you wish to confront...
Not at the moment. I'm more interested in...
The safest place somewhere you'd never think of. Because he never intended to hide it. In fact, that...
I see. This bag. Mixing a cornerstone, more precious than life itself, with a bunch of worthless jewels, disguised as a...
Then he makes up some trivial excuse, downplaying the matter, and requests the gift money.
This learned doctor, I am grateful for your help. As for the villain, I hope... It was all thanks to your friend with a keen eye that I could add a blot of utter failure to your...
Ratio, you wretch.
Finally shown your true colors, huh? Oh, and just to remind you, you currently only have 17 system hours left to live.
You might as well explain your...
What I performed on you just now was the Harmony's consecration. You were to show allegiance beneath the illumination of their grace. Yet...
Is this what the Harmony represents? Is it built upon constraint and coercion?
You misunderstand, Mr. Aventurine. Punishment is meant for the irreverent. But I have seen throughout these 17 system hours, you will be unable to escape the dreamscape or contact any of your companions. Should you succeed, you will be able to coalesce into the Harmony and be with your family. If you fail, you will suffer the wrath of the eternal Centurion and fall into an abyss of doom.
Sounds like a minute.
I indeed do need a servant to help me uncover the evil hidden in the family from an external perspective. I will purge when the time comes. Compare your findings with mine. If both our findings align, or if you can provide me more insights, then they will truly be able to grant you...
Shameless hypocrites. You took everything from me and still demand the truth? That isn't fair. Your carnival reeks with the stench of cash. Nothing is a...
This is meant to be an act of personal virtue, not requiring the family's support. Your bag is over there. Do as you please. I believe you can trade this. Off you go, Mr. Aventurine. You...
This meeting isn't an interrogation or a negotiation. It's an outright execution.
Why would I do that, Mr. Aventurine? I'm just wondering what a pass... By the way, before you go...
What is it now?
Do you truly wish to bring about the destruction of this world?
Kakavasha! Where did you go? Oh, are you... I got it back, sister. You went to look for them? That's too dangerous. I can't live without you, little brother. Promise me not to look for those...
Sister, don't be afraid. The catechins are fools, but I'm smart.
One? What happened?
I made a bet with them. The two birds in the desert and me. Who will die? They suspected me of cheating, but I didn't. I won fit.
Of course you'd win. You've always been a lucky child.
But that's no reason to put push your luck by going up against those bloodthirsty, cruel cat. Look, this is just.
I'm sorry, sister. I thought you'd be happy.
It is important. But not as pain and poverty are the trials of Gaiathra Triclops. You're a child blessed by Gaiathra Triclops and can lead the clan to happiness. So always remember to protect. Listen to me and swear.
Okay. But sister, if Gaiathra Triclops was really watching, then why did she not protect Dad when he was swept away by the quicksand? After all, Dad went to the Catechins' land only to prepare. And where was Gaiathra Triclops when Mom was shivering in our arms? Mom was still pleading for Gaiathra Sister, everyone praises me for being smart, but I don't get it. Then how bad were our sins? So much.
Excuse me. I can't seem to find any information on this artist in the Iris family archives. The photo you provided also does.
Just as I thought.
Are you referring to the records when you enter the dream pool? The equipment will monitor Please rest assured, your vitals are monitored in case of emergencies, allowing us.
Can I trouble you to access?
I apologize. The hotel does not have access. This information is.
Looks like nothing can be found.
At least we know who to look for next. We can thank you for your assistance, Miss Allie.
Fine? What does that mean? Is there something wrong with Miss Robin? The preparations for the Charmony Festival.
I'm sure. Sure enough, no one knows about Miss Robin, but that Miss Firefly is truly mysterious. She's also in the running for the legacy. How?
Is there any other way to enter a dream?
The Memo Keepers have abilities that are difficult for normal people to comprehend. The hacker girl from the Stellaron Hunters used extraordinary means to unlock the
The Garden of Recollection and the Stellaron Hunters.
Who are you guys?
The Bravo team has arrived at their designated position, ready to execute armed evacuation operation.
Armed evacuation?
What do you know? It's more efficient this way.
Just help me. I spent all my year-end bonus on the stove.
Hey, check it out. That voice. Could it...
To all guests, the IPC will be conducting special operations.
I'll request a beating for you lot. You've been told. Take him back to the hotel room. I'll organize a meeting later to properly go over how this
Miss Topaz?
Oh, long time no see, Astral Express crew. It's fine. Do as they ask and try to avoid any conflicts with the family. Report to me before. As you see, the IPC isn't very popular here on Penacony. Cordiality from the family is only a Venturine who carries an invitation is allowed to attend the banquet.
No wonder Aventurine's scrambling to partner up with someone. The IP...
His situation isn't optimistic, I hear. You're all helping to investigate.
Thank you, Miss Topaz. We're on our way to the Hounds to verify...
Yep. They're tailing us right now. Why not go and talk to them? Little... How does it feel to be in business with a Venturine? That's just his style. All or nothing is his motto. But Venturine's luck has always been good. He's always... Of course. It's business. As for the two cases, apologies, but...
We're carrying out our captain's orders.
We made a mistake last time, and we're working hard to rectify it now. We don't have time for anything else.
So that's it. They were the pair who were after...
It's you again. Back from...
Well, spit it out.
So you know each other. Why do you... That's right. We're investigating a murder for the family.
Hey! The security officer instructed everyone to shut their traps. What murder? You'd better stop spouting.
That's right. We have nothing to...
Looks like they're not going to cooperate. But they did at least tell us that the captain is...
Why don't we just look for the security officer then? It's probably Gallagher.
Суки, эй.
Such tight security. I bet they're stumped by the case as well.
Constructing dreams.
Gallagher.
Apologies. The Bloodhound family is running an invest. Hold on a minute.
How much trouble have you stirred up exactly?
Ничего себе.
You think you look alike? Wait, are you for...
Not possible. It was you the last time yelling about some clockwork friendship while... I'm not letting you get by this time.
Huh?
Hold on, sir. We have documents authorized by the family that would aid your investigation.
Who exactly is this Gallagher you keep talking about? There've been a few...
He didn't send you all...
It was the security
he'll do! He's the one we've been looking for.
Sorry, no can do. The boss said, everyone, please leave.
We're really sorry for troubling you.
Another way. That's it! Can you perform it again?
Блять.
Sorry, no can do. Everyone, please leave. Let me see what... Whoa! Time to clock out! And no...
What?
At least he won't be getting in our way again.
I was wondering what all the commotion was. Huh. Oh, it's you.
Hello, Mr. Gallagher, sir. Judging from...
Miss Himiko, you're too polite.
Mr. Gallagher, you even know my name.
Of course I do. You folks are from the legendary Astral. I had an encounter with this gentleman in the Golden Hour. I'm sorry.
This is also the reason why we've come to visit you, Mr. Gallagher. The Express can't just overlook the death of...
The Nameless, involved with the family.
Why? What?
It's nothing. On Penacony, no matter how much one resists the beautiful dream, when the time comes, they too will find it...
Mr. Gallagher seems to be...
You got it wrong. You want to discuss the case? Sure. Come with me.
Even after that chilling tragedy, this dream is still running. Other than the family of the Harmony, it's...
The family itself is a huge, perfect build. Each member of the family sees themselves as a piece of the divine puzzle, revolving around a singular core.
Interesting analogy.
But the human body has its limits, and so does...
That doesn't sound like the kind of comment a galaxy...
Just pointing out the facts. Mystery...
Why do you say that, Miss Acheron?
The beautiful dream is crumbling. But not because of a particular eon, a particular faction, or a particular... As people immerse their souls in the dreamscape, where consequences... Also, this necrosis will diffuse and spread. What?
In the end, the dreams that I'm sure you've gained a lot from this trip.
Of course. Don't mind me. It's just a habit. Owing to events in the past, I've become...
Take your time.
That should do it.
The moment of daybreak. I've heard...
Behind the dreamscape song and dance stand many imagination. They say it will suffice. There I encountered a young woman who had just come of age. For certain reasons, her wish was...
Ладно, здесь ничего
This is what
интересного
I've seen
такого.
and heard along the way. Someone once said to me, Penacony wasn't like this a long time ago. Nor should it. I've traveled through the reality and dreamscape of the planet of festivities. Watched the tides of night rise and fall when time stopped for people. Where the spirits of the This is why I think the collapse of the beautiful...
There might be a way to change.
Perhaps. But if this is indeed the world that people desire, if this is precisely why life chooses...
Miss Acheron? There was a man from my homeland who, at a time when the world was grappling with, he wove together the dreams of everyone in the world, linking people's dreamscapes, and shouldered this burden himself. And since that moment, the giant stood between heaven and earth, becoming the pillar of the world's existence. They slumbered in a dream, devoid of disaster and pain, living out their days peacefully in the man's created utopia. And it is because of the wishes of those...
And yet, you stand here right now. Which also means... that man failed.
Because people must always move towards the future. Even if human weaknesses make them pause when they truly cannot move. And that man, he was never a failure. Like he was the sun chaser of legend, soaring towards the sky. He ascended to heights uncharted, only to come face to face with the sun, a place not visited by anyone before. His wings, countless others would surpass him.
A fitting metaphor for the Nameless's trailblazer. Thank you, Mr. Yang. I know what you wish to confirm. The universe has innumerable similar, yet different worlds. I too have embarked on journeys, encountering old friends with familiar faces on different worlds. Even if not completely similar. The story you just told. I ended that man's life. Alone. I am not who you think I am. Nor will my home be as fortunate as your world.
I am sorry.
It's fine. I don't mind, so long as I can alleviate.
There's something I still wish to know, Miss Acheron. Under that...
Mr. Yang, before answering that question, I wish to continue the I like your analogy very much. Indeed, birds are born to fly. But in a distant past, their ancestors could only gaze at the sky in envy. They saw that faraway ray of light from above the heavens, piercing through the clouds and blanketing the earth. And so, time and time again, generation after generation, the birds spread their wings and took to the sky. Then, what if the last bird finally soars into the sky? Then why, exactly?
Да бери ты трубку уже, ёбаный рот.
Long time no see. Having fun on Penacony?
This voice, It's not constant.
Though I don't know exactly what you are, or what you're up to, my bullets will find you. Until then, you best find a casket store on Penacony and ask...
Imposter? I see. She gave my whereabouts. Who are you?
Huh? Did I make a mistake?
I'm the Garden of Recollections.
Not bad. This is the kind of tough challenge I like. You that imposter's bodyguard? Never mind. It's from...
I don't know what you're talking about, but you know Acheron.
Are you asking me to...
Not quite. I only want to ask, how exactly... She's clearly not a path strider of the hunt, but you are, aren't you?
Sure. Well... I'll be on Penacony soon. Memo, that lady's past, well, is an emanator who should not exist.
Я походу знаю, кто он, блядь. Его показывали в этих ебаных сливах, по-моему.
You look pale. Or is... I thought this was exactly what you wanted. After all, just tell me if you can't hold up.
So, the genius of the Council of Mundanites wants to be my undertaker.
Yes. And I'm pretty sure the people at the Strategic Investment Department would love...
Great. Then tell your people that Aventurine is ready to go in 17...
Oh, you've got a lot of nerve. How exactly do you...
My conversation with Sunday convinced me that there's a traitor in the family. I even managed to recover the gift money. Things haven't gone...
Sounds like a very elaborate...
That's all I can say. Go. Do what you must.
That's true, but what's your plan? Did you conceal an orbital...
Well, who knows? Maybe that's why I'm handing out cash.
You are indeed a gambler.
Maybe I am.
Fine. Here, take this. Open it when you're on your last...
What's this? Medical advice?
Съебался.
Asking me to solve a case without giving a single clue. How typical of you, wing-headeds. But the way you're all on edge about that stowaway.
Что у нас еще по сюжету? А, тут еще... Ох, ёпта. Интересно. Так, секундочку, мне нужно отлучиться. Так. Так, я вернулся. Так, давайте закончим, наверное, серию. Чтоб, я не знаю, сколько, конечно, длится будет основная сюжетка, но... Давайте все-таки разделим там на несколько частей. Так что увидимся в следующей серии. Пока-пока. Так, ну что ж, давайте продолжим тогда вторую серию. Так, ну что ж, всем привет. Мы продолжаем проходить сюжетку. Так что продолжаем. Так, секундочку. Давайте вот тут. Со вкусом.
Would you be willing to support my performance? And keep the song of you? Wow, how fabulous! But why would you give such a wonderful...
Well, you see, I can't bear to see anyone in...
That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much, sir.
Sure thing. Oh, by the way...
Death? That's a pretty scary...
Oh, you see, I'm a tabloid reporter collecting ghost stories in Penacony. As you know, the more...
Well, if you're up for some gossip, it's not about death. It was like they were in some sort of coma. Nobody knows what caused it.
Thank you. This unexplained coma... I can feel something inside my head. Is the harmony
the world has... You... Wait. I get it now. This is some sort of prank show, right? You youngsters are always looking for a quick way to get an audience. But you know what?
A great show will start soon, old man. But before that, I need to ask you something.
Ah, I see. Another fearless youngster looking for death. Oh, death? Not even remotely innovative. I bought it from Dr. Edward. He claimed the effects were awful. First, some monster covered in eyes.
Is that...
Yeah, what else can you expect? Don't put too much stock in the Pentecost.
What a joke. Well, a monster covered in eyes. That sounds like the memories. The disturbing voice in my head.
A sip of liquor. A blissful reprieve. Oh? You, or are you just pitying me?
You really shouldn't drink so much Soul Glad, my friend. So...
Oh? Maybe I really...
The Devil of Soul.
Yeah. They say it loves to appear to jump.
Does everyone have to go through so much torment before joining the family? Darn it.
Take care, my friend. If you ever find yourself in danger... You don't look good, my friend. If you need assistance, I can...
That won't be necessary. I have some business.
All right, then. If you ever need help...
Well, actually, I do need a favor.
Stowaways? How could there be stowaways in
All right. What was I even thinking?
You want to talk to me? Sure, but nothing too soon. Huh. Wealthy people have fancy ways to enjoy this dream. But to be... So, are you trying to be the prince from...
I'm flattered. I'm no...
Another curious soul.
How did your boss talk you out of it?
Well,
She simply said, I thought about it, and she had a point.
Guess she's got a point.
Were you... Is this?
Yes, it's for you.
Is this for real? Someone is actually giving me a gift.
No, it's not much. I just...
I knew it. What's up?
Neither.
Oh, you sound just like my father. He's an Intellitron, so his dream entry methods are different from us.
Hey, stay positive. The devil of Soulglad, dangers in the dream, and nightmare ghosts. Well,
Remember what I said. You Sigonians are better off hiding in the sewers. Look at you, snooping around and sticking your nose everywhere. Is the smell of death so enticing, my fine?
Oh, it's you, masked fool. I should have guessed it. You're the imposter who appeared on TV after Robin's death, right?
I heard you got caught by the family. I gave you a clear clue. Befriend a mute. Simple and straightforward, you know? And what did you do? You messed it up and ended up as their prisoner. I told you to make friends with a mute, not become one yourself. You really let me down.
What do you mean?
You know better than I do. Who watched the little songbird that couldn't sing perish right before their eyes? You did, Blondie.
No, I mean... What did you mean by becoming...
Well, it means you'll soon end up like her, unable to speak ever again. But it's a good thing if you ask me, because...
Because I'm getting closer to the truth, right?
Oh?
Why else do you think I'm handing out cheap trinkets all over the streets, fool? All part of the act. Fool's bait. The more pathetic I seem, the more likely you'll come sniffing around.
Why should I help you?
Don't you want to see Penacony descend into... chaos? Well, I can make that happen. Did you really mean Robin?
And what if I say no?
Then I'll thank you. Oh, the word no has never sounded so...
Well done. I admit I underestimated you. Let me tell you something. There were 2 mutes, but one is dead now, and the other, though he's still in Penacony, I'm afraid you'll never find him again.
Now I'm completely sure that I was on the right track from the beginning and never strayed, fool. Right now, there are only 2 things missing from my grasp. The meaning behind the truth, and the means to expose it.
How impressive. That's quite a fancy way of saying I haven't learned anything so far.
Not exactly. I've gathered enough clues to prove its existence, and that's enough for me. As for the answers to my questions, I'll find...
Oh, really? Only 16 system hours? Well, here you go. This is my precious, mutually assured destruction button, and I have one just like it. If you're really so desperate for the IPC to take over Penacony, blowing up the chessboard isn't a bad idea. Start from scratch. That's where the IPC excels, right? Just press the button when you're at your wit's end. And of course, Feel free to reach out to me for my hospice care, too.
Oh, a deadly button, huh? Well, I guess the family didn't take your threat seriously at all. Otherwise, how on...
I have my own ways. That's all you...
Well, I'm afraid I'll have to decline your offer. Who knows if your little gadget will actually work. By the way, I have no plans to search for the other mute friend you speak of. I'll handle the rest myself. I'll orchestrate a grand finale for the downfall of the family. And at the climax, when that time comes, go ahead, press the button, light up the sky with the magnificent fireworks
You're still talking big. But sure, if that happens, I'll stay true to my... Just don't let me down now, okay?
Не могу, это ебало не объяснить.
So, number 35. You're back. Like your new...
Can a commodity code really be considered a lucky charm?
Silence! I didn't give you permission to... The guys in black didn't say much, so I've no idea what you did to see. But I figured you must have had good luck, so I bought you. From now on, your first task is simple. In addition to you, I've go and play a game with them. You came out alive after 2 days.
You're insane.
Testing out if you're...
Aren't you worried that the money you spent on me will go to waste?
I've got stacks on stacks, Blondie. The slave market is never short of... But you look good. And that's why many...
How much did you
What?
My price.
Huh. You really want to know? Well...
I'll take my chances. 30 tanba. If I come back alive, you'll give me
Are you trying to strike a bet? Yeah, sorry, but that won't do. Don't... You're just a chip. A life thrown away in someone else's hands. Either you come back... It's all or nothing. Don't
What brings you here, Gallagher?
Some friends from the old days.
Oh, I have the whole day to spare. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dream Jolt Hostelry.
Ты кто, блядь? Мужик или женщина? Блядь. По голосу, по-моему, мужик, а по форме женщина.
This bar offers a wide variety of drinks, but we draw the line at Soulglad. Why settle for ordinary when you can experience extraordinary? We're dedicated to... What would you like to drink? I'll whip...
Look! A lady as cool as Serval.
А, она, окей. Просто, блядь, по голосу, конечно, да.
Who's Serval? Will you, introduce...
Oops.
Just spare them, my esteemed bartender. I'm getting up there in age, and I need some practice before I forget the skills that used to put food...
They're all under the counter. Since our guests have traveled from afar, shouldn't you...
That's exactly what I had in mind. Hey, my friends, do me a favor. The discussion might take quite some time.
In the bar? But...
Why, we're in a dream, my lovely lady. You can help yourself to anything if you wish for it. Come
Oh, did you hear that? She just...
Even in reality, mixing drinks is more than just throwing ingredients together. A bartender needs to capture the bar's...
Only then can a perfect drink crafted with a...
In other words, what you get from your drink is down to luck. So don't...
Где они?
Check out this bottle. The liquid inside looks half an amber. Ugh, drinking this stuff. That's true.
Did you find the bottle of syrup I've been hoarding? Don't worry, it's all just a dream, and it won't upset your stomach.
Can this be used for mixing drinks? Oh, what should we exchange for? Whoa! Happiness belongs to the noble. Does this mean... that's quite a stash. Not sure if it's enough.
Stay out of my way!
Haven't I made myself clear enough, Miss Amiki? The Dream Jolt hostelry only welcomes guests who want to enjoy a drink to...
But you have the talent. You'll attract a huge audience. Come with me. We'll become the talk of Penacony as
As you see, I'm entertaining my guests.
Fine. If you don't come along, I'll just sit here.
What's her deal? We can't discuss the case with...
Hey, can you do that clockwork trick of yours again? Time is running out.
Yeah, I'm counting on...
You're one of Siobhan's guests, right? What can I do for you? I just don't get why she won't leave this place.
Да, я так попробую.
It's ridiculous, right? I'm too timid and shy. Longing, you don't know Siobhan's past. And you have no clue. I know. She probably thinks...
She's still not leaving. Maybe I'll have...
I just don't get... Those darn Irish jerks! I get it now. I can help clear the way for her. I just don't get why... I've seen it. The moment when the crowd is going wild, applause I've seen that scene. Want to raise a glass? Well, talking to you has got me feeling a bit down. Maybe I should... Here's the payment for the drinks.
Amiki has left? That's good for her. Radiant Dream, when you're ready, go to Gallagher.
That being said, mixing a drink is way simpler than you'd imagine. So go ahead, explore the... Nice work. Let me take a... You found some interesting ingredients. Each drink has its own unique flavor, and the base ingredient... You won't find a sweeter drink anywhere in Penacony. Now that you've chosen the base, it's time to pick the adjunct. Bright future. A taste that's been a long... I'll never forget the flavor that danced on my tongue.
Mikhail.
Almost there. Let's pick a decoration. Which style do you prefer? A symbol of bravery and dauntlessness. May you break free from your... Well, it's done. Here's to you, Dream Seeker, with this to golden dreams.
Well done.
So,
Oh, the flavor.
The richness and layers of these flavors are amassed. I'm not entirely sure what it all means.
Well, if you're expecting a the imagery it implies is pretty straightforward.
Does this true taste have anything?
Yeah, that name does sound familiar.
I was right about you. Let's dig deeper into the case, and of course... All right, let's start with what we know based on the clues the family has. It seems she managed to fool me at first. My age must be getting the best of me. But here on the planet of festivity, but here's the thing. We only received bad news. And the trickiest kind, she simply vanished, leaving no trace in the dreams.
Huh? Does...
A clever metaphor. Let me be frank. This case, actually...
Dealt with before, so... death.
You've witnessed it, so there's no need to hide. Confronting the family based on that alone would be naive. If you really want to delve deeper into this case, you need to
I guess it's time to tell the story.
You're very perceptive. The Astral Express is...
There's a message. Witness the
That...
Hey, why are you laughing?
No, but I'm the officer in charge of this case.
That's just our speculation. Actually, it's hard to believe.
Now I can assure you that your speculation is... The family has considered the Watchmaker an enemy for a long time. But the Hounds haven't... Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why the family allowed the Watchmaker to send out such a ridiculous message?
So, you want to seize this up?
Well, now you understand why the Oak family authorized the Nameless, because the Watchmaker is not the legend of the land of the dreams at all. You don't get it? Well, Mikhail, the betrayer of the family... Here we are, Clock Studios theme park.
Wait, aren't we supposed to be discussing the Watchmaker? I would have expected you to...
The culture of a city reflects its history in the most authentic way. You know that Penacony used to be the IPC's prison planet, right? The prolonged exposure to high concentrations of them. But everything has a price, and Sweet Dreams are no exception. And he is Hanu, the great leader of Dreamville. The great... History is always written by the winners. However, these characters not only exist in Dreamville, but
There are so many members of the Bloodhound family around here.
Нормально тут.
They just received a lockdown order, supposedly from... So many of them. I've never... We don't need to go in. We don't want to draw any unwanted attention. Let's find a quiet spot and continue our conversation. View here is great, right? Including Clocky.
If all the characters in the animation are based on characters in the animation, he's Hanu's partner and one of the founders of Dreamville. Does that...
It was a monumental war for freedom. Hanunu fought alongside a motley crew of masked fools. Among them was the person who would eventually be known as the Watchmaker.
But if you do the math, doesn't...
I'm not sure, but Mikhail was already the Watchmaker when I met him.
How old are you now, Mr...
I'm 13.
No way. No...
Hanunu freed the frontier prison, but peace still eluded him. With limited resources, threats from the... It wasn't until the Watchmaker approached the family with the idea of...
Thus, he became known as the father of Pen...
But didn't you say the Watchmaker betrayed the family?
No. I'm not his, but I am indeed a traitor.
What did you do?
I did nothing. And just like you, I had close companions. We dedicated... Mikhail was too old to protect his children anymore. So they continue to praise the watchmaker's name in the world. Nevertheless, we wanted to clear his name, but we failed. Too much time had passed, and the land of the dreams had become... The family accepted me and made me an officer, supposedly as a foreman. I heard he died in obscurity, in a place where no...
We're truly sorry for what happened.
Apparently, someone has inherited the... Unfortunately, after all these years, I have no... So, do you understand why I'm spilling all this info? We will find the answers. If it really is Mikhail's ghost, I want to meet him. I've told you all I know is a sign of gratitude. Something just happened at the theme park. How ironic. What's so different between the stowaway...
Gallagher does have a trouble.
While Firefly's whereabouts remain a mystery, his stories shed light on our suspicion. Now that we've confirmed a lot of our suspicions, let's take a...
Проверю, да? Проверю, да. О, ну ладно.
Are your companions worried about you?
They're just checking up on me. Let's get in and get out. Looks like we're about to enter the depths of dew light.
It's been a smooth ride.
Let's see if there's anyone.
А, нельзя? Ну, блять. Ладно. Так. Давайте я, наверное... Я заменю, наверное, вот это. Так вот сделаем. Бля, сколько новых локаций? Это пиздец, по-моему, нет? А, так я здесь был еще.
Something feels off. A grand mansion like this and not a... This door is open. Looks like we'll have to...
Just one moment. Light. I've made myself less noticeable. The crew can explain their presence as authorized by the family, but...
I see.
Stream forth, gleam of old blades. The model in the sand pit. It's the golden hour, isn't it?
And the footprints here are different from the rest. There are two...
Ой, не то. Не то юзал. Не то. Блять, не то. Блять, я... Блять, не то юзнул, сука. Необычным кликом.
The footprints here are different from the rest. Two sets of them. Looks like outsiders might have passed through here not long ago.
Well, there aren't any people in this mansion. They've set up quite a... This is where it ends. Just for oblivion.
Don't mess with me.
I weep for the departed. It shall fall.
I'll free you from... Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. You don't look so good.
blade knows fight is set. Savor it fully.
Still water's uplifted.
What a headache. Who's next?
Free will or destiny for oblivion.
Look, I dropped something.
A note.
Seems like the mansion's entire workforce. It must have been a big project to require that.
But no matter what their main priority...
So you're saying...
Yeah, but I don't know.
No one here either.
Since no one's around to entertain us, let's make ourselves at home. Stay close to me so that my white can cover you.
As soon as I and the rest of the crew arrived in Penacony, Mr.
Robin believed it was because the harmony had been taken.
Meaning?
If there really is a traitor within the family.
That would explain why Mr. Sun...
Это я потом прочитал, как раз таки на записи. Это слишком много текста.
The information about Robin.
Looks like the rumors were right.
He's just surprised that it has... This light cone is securely guarded. It must hold some important memories.
According to Robin's interview, despite having performed on so many grand stages...
I wonder how their relationship...
Growing up brings gains, but...
Yeah, time has a way of smoothing. Mr. Sunday has done some serious research on his suspect.
They all seem to be insiders.
Huh?
What is it?
No, nothing.
Perhaps that's why Sunday is taking this matter so... It seems neither the Dream Master of Penacony...
They don't seem to care much about death.
Maybe the other family heads don't think death is a big deal.
That's all for now. Nothing more note.
Before coming here, I had all sorts of scenarios in my head.
Watch out. Someone's approaching.
I don't think trespassing on forbidden areas is the way to be a guest, Mr. Yang. Acheron? The Galaxy Ranger?
Our apologies, Mr. Sunday. Nobody came to greet us, so we entered without permission.
But even if there's no one to greet you, you should wait for the host. Don't you agree? Even without the famous Galaxy Ranger. As far as I know, the crew has officially accepted the family's commission. So coming here...
On the contrary, that's exactly why we're here. To ask you about the case and gather more information.
Well, since you've come with goodwill...
Rest assured, he hasn't figured out that we went through those documents.
While the truth remains a mystery, I'm getting close to it. I assure you...
Let's hope justice will prevail soon. I have a question for you, if you don't mind. How, with all due respect, it's in the IPC's interest to wreak havoc before the Charmony Festival.
Well, other family heads share the same suspicions as you. But, however, I'll give you a suggestion regarding your suspicions, Mr. Yang. He's a businessman, not some philanthropist. But right now, while the family is dedicated to keeping our guests safe, you never know what unexpected troubles.
According to a Peerpoint hotline tip, There was a major breakthrough. This fraud case has been linked to many departments within the Interastral Peace Corps.
The case's main suspect originates from Sigonia 4. As per Strategic Investment Department head Diamond Sentiments, the IP...
Какая женщина.
What pretty eyes. Tell me.
Well, if they did, I'd sell them in a heartbeat.
You don't know how many people long for your eyes to be closed forever. As a servant, you should not resist your master. No lawyer has the audacity to defend you. Perhaps you ought to represent...
Not difficult, but definitely pointless.
You're pretty confident on your eloquence. Did you also think that when you lied to...
Ask and you shall receive. You wanted the perfect construction material. All I did was offer a possibility. If your luck holds out, the IPC will dig something up from the golden sands of Ejihazo. Maybe even the Sand King's remains.
I'll admit that. What I'm more curious about, though, is why such a grand scheme?
Oh, madam, I already have what I want. To be brought before you for the next high-stakes gamble.
Then let's talk about the second gamble. Tell me.
My life. I bet. I want your Lenore to meet with me. I have something.
And then what?
I want cash. It is that simple. 30 tanbas. With this money, I'll climb to even greater heights than you. Grasp even more riches than you. I wager you won't give me the...
Interesting. A pity Diamond won't see you. No one gets to see him. From here on out, you're wrong. 30 tanbas. He'll give you that. And much more than that. Kakavasha. A good name, but unfortunately destined to be buried in the dirt. Go. Pick the clothes you like. Then choose. May your plans never suffer failure.
Life is like a long-term investment. Those who choose correctly, people can't always make the right choices in their lives. Is it because Gaiathra blesses me? But even if I overcome this difficult trial, will I return triumphant with unend never to return? I'm a lowly gambler. What? Am I dreaming? Perhaps both. Forgotten me already? When you were strapped to that... Fine. I may be crazy, but I'm not stupid. Get... the harmony? Oh, don't play the fool. It's not the first time we've met. I'm you, and perhaps even more aware of yourself than you. Of what exactly you want. You're dying. And you still want to drag a bunch of unfortunate... a grand unveiling. You really think... Why not? Well, you may have fooled everyone, but you can't fool... I can show you. Before you're entirely gone, I'll be with... Let's have a heart-to-heart while we walk. What exactly are you? Most people in this world spend their entire lives just to reach one outcome. Kakavasha, I am your future. First, I'm hearing things, and now I'm seeing them. Great. Am I going to be elevated into the harmonies emanate just a Pepeshi? No. A child?
Блять, вы... Можно, блять, что-то это, блять. Сука.
I thought minors weren't allowed in Golden Hour.
What's wrong, mister? You don't look well.
Случаем не он, блин.
Impossible.
They're pretty, aren't they? Sis said they're a gift from Mama Funga. Colorful eyes are said to bring good luck. Mister, you have pretty eyes.
Are you...
They're in that amusement park. Papa and Mama went in first. I have to go. Goodbye, mister. Hope you have a good time.
Those eyes. And Mama Funk. No, it can't. There aren't any Avgens left.
Papa, Mama, wait for me.
Only on Paniconi, am I right?
What are you still doing here?
Well, you've known all along. The family truly showed leniency to everyone who came seeking help. However, people don't see it like that. Which is why, once you step into the hotel, you remove...
Oh, when you put it like that, even ratio's a teeny
Well, you know how rare it is for me to give you the straight dope. It's good timing that you mentioned the doctor. I'm especially fond of what you and he have in common. Oh, when everyone thinks this way, who would even suspect? Go on. Tell me I'm right. You know who you really are, Mr. Cavalier Gambler. They only see your big bets, your bravado, the full house. It's a heck of an act. No wonder the tavern sent you an invite.
Well, the best way to prevent others from seeing your true colors is...
Of course. I know you. For the preservation. I doubt it.
Oh, I thought you knew. Didn't you? We're done. Either stop talking or...
That's fine. But who?
Well, it's not going to be me, anyway.
Ну. Куда идти-то, блин? Сюда?
Ah, playing hide and seek. I'm really good at this.
Were like jackals hot on your heel. I know you won't forget that sound anytime soon. Those shrill...
It wasn't ruined.
Come on. It's a rag. It's not like you can ever win. Now you don't have to hide.
I've never changed.
On the contrary, now you're the one who does the hunting.
That child... Could he be in here? Is this... a topaz?
Does her cornerstone wrench out your heart, son?
I was merely curious.
Maybe that winged guy put it here. Did taunt you. Just to make... The cornerstone's hue is the same as the radiance of Clipant's body.
This is just bait.
Of course. That's why Ratio's betrayal was one of the keys to your plan. I have to say.
Or maybe what?
All the better for you. Sunday didn't become head of the Oak family by acting sloppy. He's obsessed with control, which is why you had Ratio seek him out and leak the plan on purpose. So finally, Sunday took the bait, found the other cornerstone. Everyone's distracted enough for you to steal the third stone right on.
Why don't you stop rummaging through my mind?
Your mind. It's our mind. You're me, and I'm you. The best way to prevent others from seeing your true colors is to first be able to fool yourself. Really? This is the other cornerstone in Sunday's hands. Rather beautiful green. Just like you. Tell me. What's...
Why are you even at...
Must I do all the work? Aventurine is the stone of luck and trickery. That's what she said when you received the stone, wasn't it? This type of stone isn't rare, but its hue is very similar to a certain gem. In fact, it's often used as a substitute. And that more precious...
Jade. Even Sunday can't tell the difference. Oh, looks like Jade can be substituted for Aventurine, too.
Aventurine, Topaz, Jade... 3 elites, 3 cornerstones who...
As I've said before, 3 chips are sufficient. But will it be the former or the latter?
So, where's the real Aventurine stone? Take it out.
Suddenly you don't know where it is?
I just want to hear you say it. After all, it really does resemble its owner.
As you wish, then. They never went anywhere. Piled up with these cheap baubles.
You smashed the Aventurine stone before you... Oh, just look at it. Shattered. Just like your life. Poor thing. A humble pebble coated in the most lustrous sheen. I take it back. You're absolutely clear about the consequences of doing this. Blasphemy against Quippon's body.
Well, Diamond has always been all about results. As long as I can create value far beyond the cost, the end. How else would the family be fooled if there was no price to pay? It doesn't matter. Even smashed to smithereens, the preservation's cornerstone can still be used. Its effect may be greatly diminished, but it's enough for me.
Now I'm really curious. Why does every step you take, do you truly believe that the greater the risk, the greater the rewards? I wouldn't have guessed you'd be so loyal to the IPC.
There is so much you don't see.
That is, if you can do it.
We'll just have to wait and see then. The cornerstone is gone. Another illusion of the harmony.
Hello. We meet again, Mr.
Yes. We meet again.
Of course. Big Sis is there too. I'm so happy. On our way here, Papa even brought me... Yes, that's it. Putting many drawings together and turning them into... They put me, Papa, Mama, and Big Sis together. You should give it a try too, mister. You look sad.
Sure.
Чего, блядь?
that? Boring.
Окей.
Why aren't you talking?
You've piqued my interest. I'll admit that there are still aspects of you that I...
Well, you sound sincere this time, at least.
Well, sincerity is one of my traits that everybody likes. And I have. Our quaint journey through this amusement park still isn't...
So tall! Even taller than the tallest rocks in the... There are so many flowers here! Big sis, this one's for you!
Весь лабиринт, конечно, это, по-моему, не лабиринт, блядь.
A dead end?
Oh, what's on your mind?
It's got nothing to do with you.
Do you need a hint? These are manacles on you. You wrapped that iron chain around your fist, for that is the only tool you could find. Then, in that maze...
Shut up!
Oh, you don't wish to face your past. Well, from what I see...
How could a weak person take such daring risks?
That's right. You love the thrill of danger. In your hands, those who follow you could have become Joker cards. They're pity you're not in.
Those techniques you mentioned are highly efficient, but what fun is it if the fight isn't fair?
Fair?
Well, she gave me an answer that could turn every...
You mean it could make all the cards...
That's cheating.
If these leaves could be brought back, would they bloom into new flowers?
Your expression right now is hard to put into words. The lucky charm Mama left you is made from gold. You obviously could have lived a normal life like Big Sis that way.
Mama only left us with 2 pieces of jewelry. A necklace and a lucky...
That's what you always say, but
You can zip it if there's nothing to talk about.
I know. You must remember what Big Sis told you. The words still ring in your ears. So, you surely won't forget Tisk.
Enough!
Oh, shut me down like a champ. I think I finally get you. In the end, I'll ruin this beautiful dream. Think about it. There's a Stellaron in play. The fabulous Robin loses dad. All right then. Reserve a seat. If you could start over, would you still want...
It's so quiet this time. Is he finally gone? Or am I the one about to disappear? Finally, made it out of this place.
We're going home? But I don't want to go back yet. here forever.
Brother Hanu, where are you going?
There's only one place he can be going. Whether it's in the past, present, or future.
Mister, is that you? I hear the sound of leather shoes. Ah, it really is. I don't know why, mister, but you always give me a special feeling that makes me more curious. It's sad that I can't get to know you more. We have to say goodbye.
Yes, I should go home. The day's getting dark, and it's going to rain.
You're home.
What a strange question. It's where Papa, Mama, and Big Sis are. In this dream. This amusement park. This beautiful, but mister. What?
Because they're not here.
Where are they then?
I don't know.
You do know. But there's no... Admit it. We all are. Which is why we chose to stay here. Me and him. Your past and future.
How long will you stay?
Forever. We'll be with you forever in this dream. This is the greatest honor that we can offer to those who hurtle towards death. The road less traveled is less traveled for a reason. But you've never gone in any other direction. Your own life is the chip you're most eager to lay down. Always has been. You don't care who the real murderer is, and the Watchmaker's so-called legacy couldn't be more boring. What you want, you'll be the closing act, the fight.
I can do it.
Of course you can. Your luck will help you at the right time. A Stellaron and an Emanator. That way, the IBC will earn a place at the table. And as for you, you'll just happen to slip the leash, sweep the rat race, extract yourself from this endless... This isn't the first time. You've been an escape artist from day one. So that...
He's just after Penacony. No matter the means, no matter the price.
It's hard, isn't it?
Well, don't get soft on me now. What, did you suddenly grow a conscience?
I was born from yourself. I'm well aware that climbing out of the hole you've dug is basically impossible. I can't stop you from doing what you want. I can't change where you want to go.
Well, what's done can't be undone. All we can do is play the cards we're dealt and rake in as much time as possible.
Yes. Alas, people won't make all the right choices in their lifetime. Though luck, you will keep winning, having never lost before. But why you? is built on the pain of someone you love, on the loss of dozens more. These windfalls, these jackpots, aren't a gift from Gaiathra. Then what did we do to deserve?
Maybe when I get to where I'm going.
Fine. Time to make a move, my friend. I'll be waiting up ahead. Say goodbye to the kid before you shuffle off. It's best to die without regrets.
And now, only we are left. Can you take a photo for me? I want a memento.
Sure.
How nice.
Look at the lens when you're taking a photo the next time. Your expression will look more natural.
Sure, I will.
I can't leave yet. I still have a show to do.
Oh. Let's go then. I'll...
Sure.
So you're an actor. No wonder your clothes are so stylish.
I'm actually a merchant. But I do have a show to do.
Are you the same as those men in black in the sky? But you're not wearing black.
Only ordinary employees have to wear that. My position is much higher than theirs.
Awesome! I hope I can become as good looking as you when I grow up. Behind this curtain is the great... It's almost time to go on stage. Are you ready?
Thank you.
Let's put our palms together. If you receive Gaiathra's blessing, you'll feel more. Putting our palms together is a simple ritual. By putting our palms together and reciting the prayer to Mama, if you're not familiar, I can guide.
It's all right.
This is where we go our own way, Kakavasha.
Why? The catechins have already taken all our money, food, and they killed our parents.
Catechins are bloodthirsty, cruel, and insatiably good. This is a trick. An act of revenge. Remember, they know the Avgin will surely hold a festival today. But little do the catechins know, this time, we will fight back. Without this rain, the catechins would never take action.
But people will die.
The Avgin always return their blood debts. Gaia, as long as you are alive, the blood pass for us. We will reunite. May the goddess Gaiathra keep your blood eternally pulsing. Let your journey be forever and your schemes for farewell, Kakavasha.
Newsflash from the Interastral Peace broadcast. The IPC marketing developed. The insurgents are from a local clan known as Kada, which...
The clan launched a massive attack on the Avgin, who were... The spokesperson expresses his deepest condolences. Finally, he proclaims, the hammer...
Kakavasha? Bye. Okay. All the actors are in place. This act is dedicated to you. I hope it'll be in Kakavasha.
By the way, before you go, I have a personal question. Do you truly want to destroy the world with your own hand?
Let's assume. Just then I would be quite happy to make that wager.
Is this Miss Acheron? Hello, I'm Amy.
Hello, I'm March 7th. I'm sure he...
Hello? None of you seem surprised, but...
Since Welt has decided to travel with you, it means that he trusts you.
Miss Acheron here doesn't present a danger, and she's of no threat to the Astral Express. Eventually, which is why, before we continue working together...
You want to... create...
There must be some deeper meaning behind it. In that sense, the Astral Express's role in his plan, assuming things do escalate to that stage, having an extra ally is...
He's right. No matter what, we cannot...
To solve the mystery of the Watchmaker, it is crucial to get...
Sounds like we've reached a...
I will accompany you.
Let's move out, then!
No need to rush. If he truly has laid a trap.
Ladies and gentlemen, the most wondrous, most magnificent VIPC cordially invites.
Look, should both the performers and spectators fail to arrive...
Let's get going, everyone.
Oh, I have a bad feeling that some... Let's waste no time and...
Mr. Yang. Why did you not tell your companions about my true identity?
It's just like you said, an inability rather than an unwillingness. But I chose to believe you, and I also believe that if it were their choice to make, they would make the same one.
Thank you. I'm grateful. To reciprocate. In the upcoming confrontation, if the odds aren't in the Astral Express's favor, if my meager strength is required.
Это, блять. Блять, выбора-то нет. Погнали.
We're back here again. Adventure... Oh, that guy's really taking it.
Not a soul in sight. Everyone, pay attention. The other...
Ladies, gentlemen, dream seekers, tycoons, esteemed guests of the Watchmaker and the family. Also not forgetting the nameless of the renowned
Astral Express, you're late.
We've kept your appointment, Mr. Aventurine. It is customary to show yourself.
Oh, I will, naturally.
Everyone, give it up for Mr. Stellaron!
Let me remind you that in all likelihood, this stage and his...
Oh, no, they do. Of course they do. Because he's the only one who saw all of the...
3 homicides?
That's right, madam. The third one is about to happen right now. A truly grand... You, and you will become the personification. Let me be a little clearer.
I will detonate the stone. BAM! The entire theme park will be reduced to a shattered.
Your bluff isn't fooling anyone. If you could really do that.
You wanna bet? Sure.
You won't do it.
Of course I can. I came from the wastelands of Sigonia. But the sun could not kill me. And the quicksand sent me back to the Have you ever heard the saying, sleep is the rehearsal of death? Every night is practice for the end. Friends, the game has commenced, and you cannot choose, nor do you have any reason or ground. The dice are cast. Ladies and gentlemen, ready to unveil your cards? The architect's flawed stone. Of no value at all. I'm putting down the bet. I'm taking the gamble. I'm claiming the win. Oh, and fate spin the wheel. A daring gamble. Walking the brink of death for rebirth. Oh, for the Ember Lord! Alright.
Okay.
Let's see what's the last laugh.
There's no time to lose.
It's thunder! Show no mercy.
A blade knows no mercy. Fight is death.
Don't mess with me.
Ведь его долго буду.
I'll free you. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Let me tend your wound.
Нихуя себе музончик.
I will dispatch you. That paradise, savor it for me.
Prepare for something. Only a scratch. Who's next?
Да ты, блядь, сука, ты издеваешься?
Follow my charge. Here is thunder!
What a headache. So you are afraid of me. Who's next?
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless!
Prepare for something.
Let me tend your wound. Thanks.
Your end approaches. Fail to stand. A blade knows no mercy.
Повышение.
I'll free you from your disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Who's next? Only a scratch.
I will dispatch you. That paradise, savor it for me.
Here is thunder! Show no mercy.
Don't mess with me.
Unnecessary.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Prepare for something.
So you are afraid of me. Who's next?
Follow my charge.
Here is thunder.
A blade knows no mercy. The fight is set.
Да ёбаный. Так, скоро будет вторая фаза. Посмотрим, что он умеет. Я так голубя, блядь. Да ёбаный в рот, давай, спаси ты. Чё, умеешь? Ничего не умеешь, я понял. А, теперь-то. Блять.
A blade knows no mercy.
А я не сброшу, блядь, нахуй все. И даже... Ты не охуела, да?
Show no mercy.
I'll free. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
That paradise, savor it for me.
Conflict is pitiless.
Let me tell your wounds.
Это было очевидно.
I will dispatch you. Your end approaches. Time for show no mercy. That paradise, savor it for me.
Conflict is pitiless.
You impede me. Unnecessary. Prepare for something.
Ну спасибо, блять, возьми. Ну, это было очевидно. Ну, тут очевидно. Ну, блять.
Time for the master. Show no mercy. That paradise may savor it for me.
С одной, блядь. столу.
Time for the match. Show no mercy. That paradise, savor it for me.
Statue. Follow my charm. Conflict is pitiless.
A blade knows no mercy. Prepare for time for the master.
Show no mercy. That it?
Самое главное, чтобы он не ёбнул. Тебе, мне кажется, больше спиздил. Не надо. Не надо, блядь.
Follow my charm. Thousand thanks.
I will dispatch you. Time.
Show no mercy.
That paradise, savor it for me. A blade knows no mercy. Prepare for something.
There's no time to lose.
I will dispatch you. Your end approaches.
Show no mercy.
That paradise, savor it for me.
Ну это, блядь, душнило.
You impede me.
О, блядь. Ты оху... Пиздец.
Always hide your ace with a straight face. I'm starting to get a little impatient with you all. Friends, to fully relish this, I'm betting every last chip. Only by casting aside reason does one truly gamble. Emanator, I know you'll match my wager, right?
You're leaving?
Perhaps. I might pass.
Penacon. What do you hope to find within a drink?
I'm not looking for anything. They aren't in a dream.
I'm afraid the family will not...
Why?
Because the path you walk is not
even if...
Precisely because it's not what you want. They have never glanced at any. They leave woven strands of fate for human.
There are always those who rise from the shadow. In your eyes.
You still have a strand of color, but not much.
That is enough. Before they vanish completely, I will reach the nihility's end. I wish to mourn the departed, weeping like rain, to swell the crossing stream. As the tide arrives, leading you back home.
A gigantic black hole. Have I...
Welcome to this sad world, Kakavasha.
Прикольно выглядит. Надо зафоткать. Так, хопс.
Your good luck is the most precious wealth we, all Avgin have.
You came out alive after 2 days. It proves that you are the real deal.
Wealth, status, power. The IPC will give you whatever you want.
As for us, we will reunite in Kakava's next Aurora.
It's a pity this is not the place you were expecting.
Melody.
Perhaps to you, I am just an emanator who's hiding her identity. The sleeping and shapeless never glance at anyone. They have no face. Only some who have gone under their shadow can go farther, tainting them.
That's all. So,
This is all but a fleeting dream. One of the thousands of manifestations of IX.
it seems that my death...
Even if you wish for it. I get. Now that you've accomplished your goal, I think you can be a little more.
What?
Your performance at the theme park was wonderful and grandiose. A simple yet practical technique. No one would have ever thought that you would have gone to such lengths. Even real death does not exist in Pinnacle. Because this is the only way you can uncover a secret that is even to use this dream death to get there. To that prompt Penacony. The legacy of the Watchmaker.
How did you find out?
I never imagined that something I learned about unexpectedly.
It's our Stellaron friend's identity, isn't it?
I see you're in the know.
Let's just say I'd put money on the possibility. The murder isn't nearly enough to disrupt business as usual. Even if there were 1 or 2 murders on Penacony, this dream of theirs isn't a boundless sea. It's a lonely island. The family used the harmony. That barrier they built keeps death out. But it also keeps the secrets that are lost in that watery abyss.
Unless someone goes to the others and lives to tell the tale.
Someone already has. I got the idea early on, chewing on that masked fool's little hint. If a mute isn't someone who cannot make a sound, someone who survived the treacherous depths, but is unable to...
Hint? Is that not proof?
Well, proof is the one thing I don't have. The only thing that can prove these... conjecture. But you don't need proof to have a suspicion. And for me, suspicion is enough. I didn't need to find the memories on.
You don't sound very confident to me. Going out of your way to make citywide broadcasts in an attempt to involve more people. You're very lucky that fate has decided to let us cross paths. I happen to be equipped with a very sharp blade. Sharp enough to slice through the veil of dream. You possess great cunning. Deliberately setting us up to be on opposing sides. Constantly repeating the words of the Emanator in front of us. And that's how you win. Opportunity, and in your plans, the IPC always wins. Even if you...
Well, it's a huge gamble, isn't it? But allow me to point out a mistake. Detonating a Stellaron. I can't do it. If, at the end of the day, you did not unsheath your...
It is pointless to discuss what-ifs. You have won, and after this, whether you can return from the abyss. Have you never wavered?
Wavered? Of course I have. Because other than that...
Wake up from this dream and go to where you should be. Your gamble is not over yet.
Before we part, can you answer one more question? Why are we born into this world? If it's just to die.
I don't think this, and never have. Nor do you.
But the nihility envelops you and I. And everyone.
And because of that, it's point.
But it is still there. If the dice of fate are always weighted, then that is our destiny.
My answer might not be able to resolve your confusion, because it has been with you throughout your journey and is already a part of your... But you said, sleep is the rehearsal of death. So why does life sleep? Because we are not... So you can definitely understand why we want to be prepared. Even if the ending has been predetermined, that's fine. There are countless things that humans cannot change. But before the end, there are many things that humans can do while on their journey. And because of this, the end will thus reveal a completely... Take a good look at your pocket. Your friend has already given you the answer. Good luck.
And I
Mister? You're leaving? You ultimately...
Yes. Because they are not here.
Then where are they?
They are in a place where everyone will go. A very...
Then are you going to?
I'll get there one day. But not now. There will come a day when the sky will drizzle, and I will hear the call of Gaiathra Triclops, and know that it is time for me to sow. Until that time comes...
Preparing?
Well, preparing to face them, Kakavasha. And to make them proud.
I know you'll be able to do it.
Well, of course. For I...
But you still seem nervous.
Oh, I see. What do you say? One last time?
Are you going now?
Yes. May the Mother Goddess thrice close her eyes for you, keeping your blood eternally pulsing. May your journey be forever peaceful, and your schemes forever concealed.
Our paths will cross again beneath Kakava's shimmering auroras. Farewell, Kakavasha.
The light of the Aventurine Stone has this only...
He kept his promise and got what he wanted.
As planned, your cornerstone has been...
Let's fulfill our duty. I come for an audience. I bestow poison in the guise of sweet dew. Come the toil of all for the Amber Lord.
Языка. Блять.
You're awake.
Oh.
I've been waiting on you for... I didn't do anything but wait for you to wake up. I originally planned on showing up earlier to reveal some, but I encountered more roadblocks than expected. 11 times. Elio is right. In this land of the dreams, I don't know people's hearts as well as he and Kafka do. Nor do I have a specialty like Silverwolf and Blake. So, there is a... This is to show you.
All that I am.
О, блять. Чё, ёбнулись там?
Labyrinth-like corridors and halls, traps everywhere. The owner of this mansion must be a bit paranoid.
You are so funny, Mr. Security Officer. I hope that sense of humor of yours...
Just expressing a personal opinion.
Mr. Gallagher, my patience is wearing thin. Neglecting duties will only make me more suspicious that you and the real serial killer are connected.
Scoundrel, punk, drunk, hooligan. I have heard this trash talk all too often. But I have never once thought that I'd be treated as an accomplice to a murderer. I take back what I said. Your problem is paranoia. You're just crazy, you know? Lunatic. You, the family, you broke my spine and pulled out my fangs, and now you want to accuse me of murder? Ridiculous. Only idiots who've drunk too much Soul Glad will berate a stray dog in the streets. What exactly is making you say all this nonsense? You should be more concerned about the Outworld visitors who are making a scene in the theme park than me.
I don't need you to remind me. Once that ambassador walks through the doors of the mansion, I will know what he wants. My servants see everything. His little magic tricks may have fooled me. Why do you think that I just let him go? And why do you think I emptied the theme park stage? Because my target from the beginning has always been you, Hound. The more noise he makes, the more...
If I were really the murderer,
Why would you need to be so secretive? Ha! I forgot. You also have a difficult master to serve, telling you to ignore the murder case and focus solely on that Charmony festival. Isn't that right, my brother?
Looks like your disguise has helped you successfully understand every...
Disguise? You must be blind to be accusing me of being a fake. Open your eyes, take a good look.
Indeed, every part of you is real. The brown hair, soft and curly like Benny's. The orange eyes, which make me miss the gaze of Sir Whitaker. That odd scar, the mark of Wolsey. And the gray vest, tie, hound emblem, bottle, the bartending, and your role as a security officer from all 52 loyal family members. When they are gathered, countless tiny truths are woven together into a lie. You collected a small piece of each of them and claimed them for yourself. Then you invented this facade. Tell me I'm wrong.
You have guts, I'll give you that. Not bad. I severely underestimated you. Admirable. But so what? Can this prove that I murdered your sister and that stowaway?
This proves that you and the Memory Zone mean death are linked. Listen up. I don't care how you did it. I only care about one thing. The answer to a... You devil. You wretched, despicable dog. Why did...
You know, in the thick of things, people are blind to the grit in their eyes. Yet they can always feel it scratch. Want the answer? I'll give it to you. The whole thing is just fate playing a cruel joke on us.
Ай, блин, всегда, да, заебись, под конец, как всегда, ебут, блять, в рот, нахуй. Так, ну чё, сюжетка у нас все. Да, прикольно. Ну что ж, сюжетка закончена. Так что, скорее всего, где-нибудь да увидимся в Honkai или в Геншин. Или, может быть, в Роблоксе. Так что, всем пока-пока. О, пиздец, конечно, сюжетка. В принципе, ничего нового. А чё, новую музыку не завезли, что ли, блять? Не завезли. Завезли. Чё у нас тут? Окей. Так. Снова это прикол. Так, ну что ж, что будем делать? По сути, заканчивать тоже. Что еще делать-то, блядь? Да. А, блядь, а тут что локация-то? То есть локация полностью не открыта еще, блядь. Окей. Не для авантюрина, скорее всего. Пу-пу-пум. Так. Не то, блядь, не то. Не то. О. Прикольно. Классно. Так, ладно. Ну, прокачивать я, наверное, все-таки буду потом, наверное. Потому что сейчас это заниматься, это жопой в рот. Информация, баллоны. Пу-пу-пу. Новый артефакт я оформить не буду, в пизду, мне он нахуй будет не нужен. Так что, да. Сменить. Сила таким. И сколько у него хп? Ну, не так много, да? Да. Прокачивать и прокачивать, блядь. Что у нас тут за мобы? Ладно. Что бы попробовать по приколу? Ну-ка. Есть мобы. Их количество. Повысить. Ну, хп все равно мало. Ну да. А что для нее надо? А, тут не показано, окей. Я их буду ваншотать, блять. Я могу... Подожди. Дай.
So it's you. Our time spent with one another is precious.
Окей.
Will of preservation.
По приколу посмотрю, как она домашняя. Ну я мог бы еще, но у меня там надо же это прокачать, понял, чтобы работало с этими небесами. принципе, неплохо.
Another journey begins.
It's time.
Free will, or was it fate? Destined for oblivion.
I'm on guard.
Блять, их ваншот. Ну ладно, ваншот. А хотя я же могу так сделать. Просто убить их и все.
It's time.
Another journey begins.
Так, ну давай проверим, насколько ты мощный.
I weep for the departed.
Ну да.
Dust reigns, the truth shall fall.
Ну этих хана ёбнул, в принципе.
In the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering soul.
I'm on guard.
В принципе, оно неплохо было. Окей, уступить. В принципе, она неплохо себя показала. Ну, ее надо прокачивать, торты и так далее. Так что, да. Да-да. Да-да. Ну, стрим я, наверное, тоже его заканчивать. Я не... Ну, блять. Я, наверное, не буду во время стрима прокачивать, тестить ее. Так что, да. Увидимся, скорее всего, когда-нибудь. Скорее всего, увидимся. Вот тут есть вот ивент. Это, скорее всего, ивент будет. Так что будем его проходить. Так что, да. Ну что ж, всем пока-пока.